So 2 or 3 weeks ago now, I went to the mailbox and inside there was a package I was not expecting from the folks at Allegheny Knifeworks. Seems they have created what they're calling a pure bushcraft knife, the M38. That's what we're going to be taking a look at coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So the folks at Allegheny Knifeworks sent me one of their latest creations, the M38 Bushcraft Knife, so I could show it to you. It is a A2 steel scandi grind bushcraft style knife, very reminiscent of a Kephart style design, kind of center point with a little bit of a finger notch here, little different, not quite rounded like a Kephart on the end, but a nice lanyard hole here. Again, this is A2 steel, features a overall length of 9 inches with a 4-inch blade, which would make it a 5-inch handle, 1/8 of an inch thick. It comes in a variety of colors and finishes. I believe this is G10 handle scales. This one has black liners. They've got a pretty good bit of different combinations you can choose. And then, like most of their knives, or maybe all of them I've seen, comes with a very kind of a very minimalistic kydek sheath that you can carry a lot of different ways. It's got some belt loops here. You can lash it on. You can do it to a vest or to your pack or whatever you want to do with it. But just very functional kydek sheath to protect the blade. And there's that. So I think it's pretty cool. We're probably going to have to check the balance on this one because it feels very balanced. But before we do that, since it's a bushcraft knife, let's take you down the old stump top and get to doing a little bit of that knife stuff. Okay, so here we have, oh man, we have a bunch of ants here is what we have. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try now. So I got here a couple pieces of oak. I got a big kind of hunk of poplar here. And this is certainly not a chopper, okay? It is not designed to be a chopper. This is a kind of an all-around camp bushcraft knife. But what I thought we would do, move the sheath out of the way here, do a little bit of kind of what I would consider, what I would chop with this, okay? So that's how I'm going to chop with it. I'm just going to do this and do this, you know, and not do a whole lot because it's not really a chopper. But what I can do with it is we'll try to split some of this wood. And I know it'll baton, so we're going to try to do something a little bit different here. We're going to do it this way. We're going to try to see if we can get it split this way. And then we can bang it down like so. That's it. It tilts you up a little bit where you can see what we're doing here. Okay, and maybe we'll whack it a couple of times just for good sake, good measure. Because the reality is, you're probably not going to find any super straight grain split oak wood in the forest, but we're just doing a little carving with it just to see how comfortable the handle is, because it's very comfortable. It's nice rounded edges on the handle, no hot spots that I can see so far. And this is oak, so I'm doing a pretty good job of putting some pressure on it. Great edge on this thing too, by the way. Let's take it down here. I'm not really great at making feathers out of oak because it's not the best feather wood, but with a sharp knife, anything will feather, right? Let's try some different wood here. How about a little piece of poplar? Alright, try this. Let's see if we can get us some feathers off of here. I don't really know why I call them feathers. Probably curls would be more accurate. I think I just call them feathers because we traditionally call them a feather stick if you can keep them on the stick. I gave up keeping them on the stick a long time ago. Man, this scandi grind is beautiful. It does a great job. They got a great grind on this knife. Okay, so there's that. Nice little pile of curls pretty quickly. What about some, you know where we're going next, right? Got to have some fat wood. Let's try the spine on this thing. It's kind of a good sharp spine for scraping. Let's see what I'll do here with some fat wood. Oh man, it's making short work of that. Wow, would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Wow. I mean, that's just like instant, instant joy right there. That's just like, wow. You know where we're going next. I can't resist this. So, how many strikes do you think it's going to take? Let's just see. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? That's just a thing of beauty right there. Wow. Okay, so there's probably a lot more stuff we could do with this knife. Sun is going down. Let me give you just a quick look at it. The finish on the back here is just started to wear just a little bit from striking the ferro rod, probably, which is fine with me. I don't really care about that. I gotta say, this blade though, the edge, the scandi is really sharp. Did a really good job. Extremely comfortable. Got just enough of a choy here to make sure you can sharpen it. Give you just a little bit of an extra little divot point there, whatever. It's got a very ergonomic feel to it. That handle is extremely comfortable. The finger knots, I really like it. Just fits my hand really well. Just a very usable, functional design of a knife, in my opinion. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with a Kephart kind of style as a basis for your design. And this just got just a little bit of a flare on the handle here. It's not a straight handle, but it's just very functional. I try to do a pretty much standard test on the knives that I review as far as use test stuff. So in building a fire, that kind of takes care of most of what you need to know. 1/8 inch stick, I know we can baton with it. It's not really a chopper, but for carving tasks, it's very comfortable. No hot spots. I can squeeze it really hard. There's no hot spots. Nice sharp spine for scraping, whether you're scraping bark, scraping wood, scraping a ferro rod. Just very nice, very well designed knife. The price on this knife, by the way, is 150 bucks. So not the cheapest knife in the world, but definitely not the most expensive either. I mean, I think that's a pretty fair price for this quality of a knife. So we done. Is that a mosquito again? So we've done the basic use test, but as you know, here at Survival on Purpose Worldwide Headquarters, we are fortunate to have a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art scientific testing facility. And one of the stations that we always like to make sure that we put to use is our balance, orientation, and rotation device. And we're going to use that to check the balance of this knife because I think that's a very important test. One thing I want to show you is these handle scales are not just pinned on, they are bolted on, so they should be pretty tight. So just in case the calibration is not correct on our machine and we wind up with a little handle impact, hopefully it'll be okay. Let's just try it and see. Let me back you up a bit. I would hate for you to get hit by a ricochet. Okay, so the lack of calibration on the balance equipment has broken the Chicago screw here. Certainly, we're going to call this one definitely abuse, okay, not a failure. This is abuse, not what you're supposed to do with a knife. But, you know, every now and then, I screw something up, right? So, okay, maybe a little more often than every now and then. But anyway, as far as the actual knife stuff, the knife did a very great job. Would not use it to bang on a balance, orientation, and rotation device with the handle. I'll get back to you. We'll do a follow-up on this video. But once again, thanks to the folks at Allegheny Knifeworks for sending me this knife so I could abuse the heck out of it. Thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a brand new video every Friday and every Saturday, and very often random videos throughout the week. You can check out a new one right here. If you're not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would click right down here and take care of that. I really appreciate the support. Once again, my name is Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.